Yella Beezy. You ever heard of him? Don't matter if you heard of him. You ever heard of this guy called Mo3? Okay, well, I'm sure that a lot of you haven't. However, I want to bring you up to speed on why this is relevant to what we are talking about. Yesterday, I shared some information about a guy named Big U. And this Big U guy was actually arrested, and he is facing charges and has already been to court. And the reason that I felt like that was relevant to share is because I was trying to encourage people and give you some insight on why it's important for us to divest ourselves against these trash cultures or the things that we celebrate the most in culture that is not conducive for our lives. Not conducive for our lives. So this guy, whose name was Yella Beezy, and, relatively successful as far as rappers are concerned, has some visibility, has some chains, has some motion, has some movement. Down there in Texas, y'all some wild boys. But apparently this guy hired somebody else to kill one of his rap rivals in broad daylight down in Dallas. Now, we also familiar with another Dallas rapper that's recently got killed. Not even a Dallas rapper, but a Dallas guy. His name was Lil Ronnie. We know his 5-year-old daughter was the one that wound up getting killed when his challenger got shot up by a lot of his ops. And those two guys got arrested. So we have this cycle of violence that's basically being perpetuated inside of our communities. And I think we need to bring it to the front of the congregation. So without further ado, I'm going to share this story with you in hopes that we then let go of the dustiness and then we go ahead and do the thing that's conducive for our families and our communities. Check this out.
And we have two breaking news stories tonight, starting with an update on a rapper gunned down on a highway 5 years ago. Dallas police now say Yella Beezy hired a hitman to kill his one-time friend turned rival, Mo3. Cole Sullivan is live at the county jail. These are well-known rappers in the Dallas hip-hop scene.
Chris, Yella Beezy's top single, It Put It On Me, it peaked at 56 on the Billboard Hot 100. Now he's in the Dallas County Justice Complex behind me on a capital murder charge, accused of hiring a hitman to kill a fellow rapper. This all happened back in 2020. And just before noon, in the middle of Interstate 35, just south of the Dallas Zoo, Dallas police arrested a 22-year-old and charged him with murder. Initially, that 22-year-old's in federal prison, convicted of gun charges. But now, 5 years later, they say he was the trigger man. Police say Yella Beezy, whose top song That's On Me, hired that 22-year-old and promised him cash for killing Mo3. A grand jury handed up an indictment this week and booked Marquise Conway tonight. The killing of Melvin Noble, known as Mo3, led to an outpouring of grief from his fans. Dozens held a memorial outside Dallas City Hall that week. He once was friends with the man now accused of hiring someone to murder him. The killing has long been suspected to be the result of a rap feud. We reached out to Yella Beezy's legal team tonight and have not heard back. We're waiting to hear back on a bond amount for him as well. We'll bring you updates tomorrow on Daybreak. Chris.
Let me share with you the details, and I'm going to also share with you why it's important for us to have this conversation, okay? So here's the details. Check it out. So he's charged with capital murder. Capital murder for hiring a 21, 22-year-old who threw his life away to go and murder this dude in broad daylight. And these dudes have no regard for human life. One of the reasons why I often say that it's important for you to stay out of the streets with these young boys, because they have no regard for you whatsoever, and they will take you out for $13 because you got an op. And here's the worst part about it. The dude actually admitted to sleeping on his couch at one point in his life. According to the New York Post, he's been charged with capital murder for allegedly orchestrating the 2020 killing of his fellow rapper that's also in his own city. This is another reason why I choose not to interview or do a lot of business with a lot of people that are in the city, because as far as the content creation is concerned, because I don't know who hates who. I don't know who's beefing out with who. I don't want to be caught up in the middle of local politics which we've actually been doing really, really well in the city of Detroit. But I don't want to deal with local politics just because I got some visibility. I just want to chill and have a good time. He was taken into custody Thursday, allegedly hiring a hitman to carry out the murder. And it ain't even no hitman. It's a young boy that's willing to crash out over $13,000. Accused of hiring Kevin Dontrell White to shoot and kill Noble while he was in his car on a Texas interstate. This is the dude that was a hitman. See, he got his teardrop on his left eye, the tattoos on his face, the weed lips, the nappy hair with the black hoodie. That's it right there. Shot several times in the back while trying to flee the masked gunman. White was arrested again last month and is already serving a 9-year sentence for firearm charges related to the shooting. Conway, known for his breakout trap hit That's On Me, was formally indicted on Tuesday by a Dallas grand jury. Court documents show. This is the dude, look, pants hanging, probably got on the Nikos, got on the mask, the Pooh Shiesty mask and the all black, and can't wait to run at you with the drum. Crazy. Says he's been charged with capital murder and his bond has not been set yet, and he is being held in a Dallas County jail. And this is the guy that they wound up killing. Listen, man. Listen. Stay out of these streets. These streets don't love you. I know that y'all want to be cool. I seen somebody that stopped in my comments earlier today on my Anton Daniels channel. He said, what does Anton never knew about the streets? I don't want to know about the streets. I'm not interested in the streets. I grew up in a neighborhood where I seen raid vans and too many people lose their lives, and too many people that I grew up with is no longer here, or they're in prison, or they got ops looking for them to this day. I don't want to have to move to another city because I got into it with somebody else. I don't want to be riding around looking over my shoulder because I got my daughter in the car with me. I don't want to live that life that y'all living. I'm straight. When did we want to start becoming accepted by people that were at the lowest of the low and at the bottom of the totem pole? Y'all don't like girls? Y'all don't like chilling with women that like to show love and give it up and give motion and all of that stuff? Y'all 100% on this? This is all you know? All you know is recklessness and craziness, and you just want to crash out for your whole life? You ain't never thought to yourself, like, you know what? I actually like women, and I don't want to be in a position or a situation where I can't have women because I'm stuck incarcerated and I won't be able to move anymore, and I can't do what I want to do when I want to do it. Don't you like women? Don't you like girls that actually hold you down, that's interested in you? Don't you like not having to be locked up with a bunch of guys that's you know what I'm saying, showing you their commissary and all of that? Y'all not interested in freedom? You don't like being able to get up and do what you want to do when you want to do it? You want to be locked up? You want to be in prison? You want to be the tough guy? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to be the tough guy? When did that ever become cool to get in prison? You know, I remember I was having a conversation. People was like, yeah, man, you don't know nothing about this prison life because when you on the yard, you know, it was dudes that was telling me that I would never survive in prison. They were telling me that I would never survive in prison. Or they were saying that I don't know prison politics. I wouldn't be able to. Well, listen. I do you one better. I do you a deal. How about I never go to prison? Ta-da! How about I'm not interested in learning prison politics? How about I like my you know what I'm saying, my freedom. I like being able to get up and go and visit my daughter. I don't want to have to worry about another dude busting down my chick, or she in survival mode, so she got to give it up for a real one. I don't want a teardrop on my eye. I'm not interested in taking other people's lives. I like my life. I like my life. You don't like your life? This dude had everything. He was out here. He had his little hit singles. It peaked on the charts and stuff. And now he facing capital murder. He never coming home. He's never coming home ever. And then you got the 22-year-old that got rearrested. He's still in Dallas. Guess what? He's never coming home. He's never coming home ever. For the rest of his life, he gone. He gone. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Somebody said, Anton, they would have your nuts. I'm guessing that's because you know that they already had your nuts. Maybe they was tickling your balls. Maybe they took your boy Badussi. Did they take your Badussi? Did somebody play with your booty follicles? Like, when did that become kosher and cool for y'all to talk about what another man's balls would be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean, Anton, they would be doing this? Why is that in your mind? Why are you thinking like that? What's wrong with you? Did they take your Badussi? Did they? Y'all done watched too many prison movies. I ain't cursing. I'm chilling. Talking about pause AD. No, pause to the person that said that to me. I'm addressing what was said to me. Y'all need to go and watch the Fleece Johnson interview because Fleece warned y'all. It was a cautionary tale to let you know what was waiting on you if you decided that you wanted to be a real one. It's a cautionary tale. I wanted him to describe in detail what he went through and what he put other people through so that you hopefully can get your black scared straight card and don't find yourself giving up your Badussi willingly or unwillingly. Dummies.